Hey, what's up guys? So I'm back at the junkyard again, and look what I found. It's Toyota Yaris, the S version. So for those of you who don't know, the Toyota Yaris came in the US. There was a special version called the S version, and the S version basically puts on these additional like body kit stuff, specifically the lip kit. So as you can see, this is the factory lip right here. So this showed up on a junkyard list that I follow, and it looks like in pretty good condition. So yeah, there's a little bit of damage here, but for the most part it looks pretty good. Took a look at the engine real quick. Engine looks pretty good. I don't know if it starts or anything, but I think I might take the intake manifold. I'm not too sure yet, but yeah, just kind of coming around. So this is the driver's side skirt. So yeah, there's a couple bolts here, and it just goes all the way down. All right, we'll take a quick look inside. So I mean, not much. It isn't automatic, so not much I can really take from here. Yeah, maybe these. Actually, these ones are broken on mine. Oh, I might take these. For some odd reason, the passenger seat's gone. But yeah, back seat and everything. Like, I mean, it's pretty standard, really similar to mine, so nothing really new. But if you come around the back and take a look, there is a factory spoiler that's on top of it, as well as the factory rear lip on the bumper, and obviously it comes with this S badge, so that's kind of cool. I'm not entirely sure if this brake light works. I just tried testing brake lights. I guess the battery's dead, so there's no way to really find out. I'm just gonna go ahead and go for the factory lip kit. Sorry for the noise. There's a guy crushing all the cars. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and start taking off the lips around the car. That's really kind of what I want from this. I really don't know what else to take other than maybe the intake manifold, maybe a couple other things. Yeah, I don't really have a tripod set up. I typically don't like setting up in the junkyard, mainly because there's a lot of other people walking around and they could just freely walk up and steal my stuff. So yeah, I'll just quickly take off the parts from this Yaris, and I'll show you guys, I'll kind of give you guys an update once I'm done. So just finished the first of the lip removal, so I did the front real quick. So just kind of going through just so you guys can see. So there's two screws back here. I don't have the screws, but there's these two like metal clips on each side that kind of clip into here. So this just allows it to fasten it into this bumper. So yeah, so there's two screws here, and then it's held in also by like these double-sided tape, and then there's one bracket here, and then another one here. So there's four total. They just fasten to the underside of the car, kind of to like the underbody. One thing I did notice that was kind of interesting was this little peg right here. It does go into this portion of the bumper, so there is a hole here, and the same thing is on the other side. Looks like there's one in the middle, but it broke off. I see it right here, and then one more over here. So same thing. Yeah, there's a little tab that goes in, and there's a little metal clip. I don't know where I put that clip. All right, update. I got the passenger side skirt off, and was kind of amazed by how this comes together. Mainly because I have never seen how this comes installed, so it's interesting to see how it gets attached to the car. So In the front, there's one bolt here that screws this side into here, and then another one that screws in from the bottom, kind of going underneath here somewhere. I forgot where it goes. Somewhere. I think this hole right there, that hole. And then after that, it's just basically a bunch of these little plastic pieces. So these kind of push up, and then they expand outward, and then they just kind of, I don't know if you can see, so there's a hole here, right here, and that goes along the entire bottom of the car. So you can see I took out all the plastic pieces, trying not to damage them or break them. And then, so there's this, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them total. And then what was interesting is these little body clips along the side skirt. So there's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, but that one broke. And so they kind of just get fastened in on the side of the vehicle. So up there, so there's basically holes in the side of the vehicle to attach and hold this side skirt in place. And then after that, it's just basically like this this rubber 3M tape-ish kind of thing that kind of keeps it nice and flush against the body. But that's about it, really, like for the side skirts. So that's the passenger side. I'm gonna go ahead and go around to the driver's side. It's basically the same process. Luckily, the guys here at the junkyard moved this Volkswagen out of the way, so I have a little bit more space here, which is cool. So yeah, just slowly making progress. It is raining a little bit, so and it's also very hot, but the nice light drizzle kind of helps keep it cool. So yeah, just another day in the junkyard. Okay, update again. Got the driver's side out. This one came out a lot easier now that I knew what I was looking for, and came out a lot cleaner. I was able to retain a lot of the parts on this one, and the little plastic pieces that fasten it underneath the body. So yeah, this one's pretty good. I'm gonna put that on the side, and then the last thing is the rear lip. I'm having a little difficulty with this rear lip, so I just decided to take the whole bumper off. So here we go. We'll put this down. So the lip has 2 screws, just like the front, right? And then there's these 2 middle clips here that kind of allow you to screw into here. But the hard part that I'm having is trying to undo these screws on the bottom. So if you look, this is the lip right here. This is the bumper. Right? It's attached to by this bracket here. And just trying to do it from underneath the car, trying to hold this because this thing is spinning. This nut right here, I mean, it's hard. So I just decided to undo the entire bumper. And so there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them total, plus the other 2 over there. And then just like the front, it looks like these also have some tabs that go into the bumper. And it looks like it's held in by these clips. So that's also something interesting to see. So this should make it a lot easier for me to remove the lip. I thought about possibly just taking this entire bumper home, but there are some like dents and everything in here that are very, very deep and very obvious. There's like some scratches on this side, kind of obvious on that side of the car. So I thought about it, but you know, given the condition of mine is just only clear coat damage and not actual physical damage to the car, that's a lot easier to fix than having this bumper that has a bunch of actual like gouges and stuff into the bumper already, which is hard to fix already because this is plastic. So yeah, but I'm still taking the lip, obviously, and yeah, so this will just be a lot easier for me to remove the lip. I guess the only thing really left is whether or not I should take this factory spoiler. I feel like I should, just because But I'm also trying to decide if I want to take the entire trunk, just because it has a S logo, but also because it's a little clean. This one actually is a lot cleaner than like the rest of the body. There's not no scratches, and it's already mounted. The spoiler is already mounted to this, so as far as like, you know, swapping out trunks, it should be really easy, just like the Miata. Just got to change out the locks here, and then I guess fix this latch. It doesn't really latch correctly here, but those would be the only things really. I think this one gets fastened in. There's a couple of bolts that hold the spoiler in, so I'm trying to decide if I want to take this. I mean, the spoiler does have a little bit of defects, but it's kind of minor. So that's why I'm just thinking maybe I'll just get the spoiler instead. So we'll see. Alright, so I've come to the conclusion that I will just take the entire trunk. So there's a couple things I had to remove. So I disconnected the latch for the trunk, and then I put the cable through it inside there because I'm just going to reattach it to mine. Obviously the lock will have to be changed out, so I will do that. But the hardest part right now was trying to figure out this wiring harness, mainly because it ties into the lights over here and this factory brake light. So I'm just trying to figure out where this light or wiring harness goes. And so I cut a wire, right? But it so it goes back here, right? And so I figured, okay, all the wires are coming out through this one right here. This one obviously was going back to this is the tail lights. So there's one over here, and then there's another one over there. So I have to come inside, take out all these panels and everything just to get behind here. And I'm trying to figure out which wiring it is, and like there's no wiring harness. It all there's no disconnect. There's this one, but that kind of ties into the one going down here, which I don't need to worry about. I think it's just whatever's here, right? I'm probably just gonna cut the wiring harness like right here or something, and then just take the trunk and then figure out where they tie in. I'll probably just splice it at home myself and just tap into an existing wire, just trying to figure out where the wire goes. So so pretty much done. So obviously taking the trunk with the factory spoiler, I just have to cut the wiring harness, all the lip kits and everything, and then just a couple pieces here and there, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I might be back tomorrow, I'm not too sure yet. I might take additional parts if I have time, but I'm helping a friend with his parts he's trying to find on the Scion TC. So I'm just gonna go and pack everything up and see how much I can get for all this. Hopefully cheap, because yeah, these are really hard to find, these pieces. So yeah, hopefully this was a little helpful for you guys, for those who are looking for an S lip kit for your sedan and was unsure of how like it's bolted up. I was definitely not sure of how it was like attached to the car, but hopefully this video kind of helped you guys. So as you can see behind me, all the parts for the Yaris, for the S lip and everything. So yeah, so I ended up getting the trunk and everything else, and yeah, paid total $220 for everything. So I'm like, you know what, that's not bad. He was already telling me like $150 for the trunk with the factory spoiler, and then like $70 for whatever remaining for the remaining items. I was like, yeah, take them. So pretty happy. So I think I will be back tomorrow, just to help some friends. But yeah, pretty happy, pretty stoked that I was able to get all this stuff. So hey everyone, so I'm home now, and was able to fit all the parts into the car. Here's all the parts. As you can see, this is the rear, the front lip, and then the foam piece, as well as the side skirts there, the new visors, sun visors, and the trunk. So the trunk is nice and settled here and everything, so it fits inside the car really well as long as you put the back seat down and everything. So yeah, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do the trunk of the vehicle, mainly because I'm not too sure what I'm gonna do with the side skirts and the front lip and everything, mainly because factory aftermarket replica of the Sport VO lip kit on. So this is like the rear, right? So this is the rear of the car. I mean, you guys seen photos of my car, right? This is the side skirts, as well as the front, right? Nothing new. So I'm not too sure if I'm gonna actually like replace it at the moment, but it's just nice to have at least the pieces, the factory OEM pieces, if I ever decide to get rid of this kit. But I do know that the trunk and the spoiler is something I do want to put on, just to kind of give the rear of the car something other than just a flat normal trunk. And I think the factory spoiler looks pretty good, so I think it's a relatively easy swap to do, and I just need to figure out the wiring harness on it. So alright guys, so we're gonna go ahead and swap over the factory trunk with the factory spoiler onto my car. And the reason why I'm doing it is mainly because of this damn clear coat. Yeah, I know it's minor, but I mean, it's just a simple swap, really. Aside from the wiring harness, which I need to figure out, but everything else should at least work. I just realized there's actually a connection for the brake light on the spoiler, because it was right here. This one goes through the bottom of this spoiler, so it should be okay. And I just checked, my harness has this this connection on it as well, so we're good. Don't have to worry about all this wiring harness. Video and the taillights work, or this brake light right here on the spoiler does work. So alright guys, so yeah, pretty much done with the Yaris. The trunk went on pretty well. Yeah, really simple, really changes the look of the Yaris. Just that subtle spoiler on top of it makes it look so much better, and the S emblem also makes it look a little special. So yeah, it looks really nice now. It looks really good. So I'm excited. Everything works. The brake light on the tail light works. Obviously the lights on the license plate are still good because it's the old harness, so it's still good for me. But yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for the next one. Shoots!